Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Canes will kick this deep to begin the game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And they'll use the ground game here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A new set of downs after that completion. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking for some space. It's Burks.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it and now face a third down. Grab down the middle. It's Knight. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back and lost some yards. Now you're behind the sticks.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Tar Heels will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Hurricanes will have to kick it away. On a punt now for the first time today. And the returner will be brought down. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff to the back.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The game was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Getting set. Here's second down. A pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to run it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the right side on the toss. Just trucks through the defender.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They're set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Here's 1st and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the 2nd half? And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. And the Canes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. Just time enough for one more play in the half.
Get set, get set.
And he'll set up to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown for the U. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. Defense not pressing this time. He'll hand it off. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And the kickoff will be returned. Oh, and he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. It's the best possible starting field position. 1st and goal from the 1. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Battling down near the goal line, but loses the football. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're on it for a big turnover.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Miami. This game is far from over. A It's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Handoff to the single back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Receivers are bunched together. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll hand it off.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Motion now from the tight end. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. They're going to run it here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the Tar Heels line it up with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he crosses the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And here's the handoff. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, North Carolina 28, Miami 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score North Carolina 35, Miami 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. One play, and they're already past the 40, first and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's got it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense. But
can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
And the tailback's got it again. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
7th play of the drive coming up.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity to have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Extending the play now. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. There's a 1st and 10 play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for the wide out. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.